morning, everyone. So I hope in this last week you really practiced not only noticing your emotions, being able to see them without judgment, just note them, and also practice your anchor breath. Remember, so we're going to practice our anchor breath just to start. So I want you to find wherever your anchor spot is for you. If it's your chest, if it's your belly, if it's just knowing that it's around your nostrils, whatever's comfortable, just find a second. Get into your mindful bodies, your postures, sitting up straight, being still, being quiet. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. If not, just find a soft spot to focus on. Just loosely let your gaze wander there, or close your eyes and just breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. And breathe out. You can open your eyes if they're closed. So today we're going to learn a bit more about happiness and about the human connection all around us. So, first question, what do scientists study? Do you know? If you think they only study things like biology and physics and chemistry, the classes that some of you are taking, they actually study pretty much everything. In recent years, there's been a big push for also studying about emotions, studying about human connections, studying about these things that we don't necessarily see as evident. So one thing scientists studied was a bit controversial, and I'll be interested to see what you think, but it was about the question, does money buy happiness? What do you think? Does money make someone happier? So, for those of you that said, yeah, duh, you are kind of right and kind of wrong. For those that said, no, again, you're kind of right, kind of wrong. So, what the research actually ended up showing is it's a bit of a curve. We all know curves right now, and the one we're trying to flatten. But so this curve is about the money that you earn and then your happiness levels. So if you don't have food on your table and you can't pay rent, that's obviously going to cause anxiety and stress and going to be harder to focus on things like happiness. So therefore, happiness is lower. And then as you have more money, once you're able to cover basic expenses, live comfortably, maybe take a vacation now and then, that's the optimum happiness point. However, studies also show that after that amount of money, a lot of times happiness starts to go down again. So as you earn more money, your happiness levels can also drop. So why do you think that could be? So there's a lot of unknowns of the variables. Maybe greed, or maybe you just get worried, or maybe if you have a lot of money, you also have a whole lot of things to be responsible for that takes your attention and can cause just as much anxiety and stress on the system as not having enough money. So that's what they think might be the correlation. So yes, happiness, money at a certain level, but too much money can lower that and cause just as much anxiety and stress in your life. So that was one study. Another one is about whether or not emotions, specifically happiness, is contagious. What do you think? First off, we all know what contagious means. I think we're all very well what contagious means right now. That is why many of us are in our houses with just our families. So contagious means the spread of something from one individual to another by direct or indirect contact. So do you think happiness is contagious? What do you think? So Harvard and University of California, they worked together on a study where they studied 5,000 people over 20 years. And just the research, the evidence actually showed that happiness is contagious. And not just to one person. So it's not just if I'm feeling happy and great, that my husband will feel happy and great. It also does a ripple effect. So it's called the ripples of happiness, is that my happiness not only affects him, but then since he's boosted a little bit, then it will affect his friends, his colleagues, and so on and so forth. It's not just with happiness, it is with pretty much all emotions. So our emotions are contagious. We humans are connected, and I find beauty in this. It's a little scary sometimes to think that, oh wait, my emotions aren't completely my own. They are a little bit, however, we humans are connected to one another. And yes, so like if the anxiety, if the stress, you might be noticing this in your household, if one person is kind of feeling that right now, it's very easy for that to spread to everyone. So don't think that your family's different. Don't think you're not broken. Like, this is just how it is. This is how humans are, right? If one person, I am super strong with this with emotions, so you'll see me cry a lot. If I see someone cry, if I'm happy, tears will form. I'm very connected to the emotions of others. And for me, I don't even need to see them. Like, I can just think of them, and often that's how I react. So others aren't that extreme, I get that, but the research does show that humans were connected. We affect one another. So we have some power in this, and that can be scary sometimes. I don't want you to think it's your responsibility to spread joy and happiness everywhere. No. Just be aware of it. Be aware that the emotions you're feeling, when you're noting them, remember, because that's one of the things we're practicing, just note, oh, I feel sad, I feel angry. Don't judge yourself about it, just be aware. And then later, as you're really trying to figure out, like, ooh, why am I anxious right now? Spoiler alert, we're all anxious right now for the most part, because the world is anxious right now. So if you're able to just note that, to be aware, like, oh, I'm feeling sad, depressed, I'm feeling worried, and just note it, be aware, and you might be able to be like, oh, you know what, like, my parents are worried or stressed or sad right now because of this, or my best friend, she's really sad because she lost her grandparent. It's okay that you're feeling those emotions too. So just be aware of it and note it. Okay, so that is all about how we humans are connected, in good times and bad. And so there's kind of beauty in this, but then there's also power. There's power in each of us. So this brings us to our mindfulness technique we're going to learn today. It's something called heartfulness. So mindfulness, we always think about our minds, our thoughts, our feelings. Heartfulness for me is when we connect to others, when my heart connects to your heart, connects to other hearts. So heartfulness also kind of makes us little happiness generators. This is going to seem very weird, very awkward, again. Remember, tummy time. It's not an easy practice. My husband still laughs and giggles. He can't do this. And he's tried over years. So that's okay. It's not a very comfortable practice. I get that. Just try it with me, okay? So what we're gonna do is find a comfortable spot. Wherever you're comfortable, so you can sit mindfully, you can sit cross-legged, you can lay down flat, whatever works for you right now, whatever's comfortable. So just find that position. And I'm gonna invite you to, for this, if you feel comfortable, rest your hands on your heart. There is a bit of a connection of the pressing on our heart on here can actually release some oxytocins, the chemical in our brain that is connected also to happiness and good feelings. So if you press your hands on your heart, close your eyes or find a soft focus point on your wall or your floor, whatever's comfortable. And I invite you to think about someone that brings you happiness, someone that you see almost every day. Whether on video chat or texting with or in your home, family member, a friend, a pet, someone you're in contact with, brings you a bit of joy, I want you to close your eyes and imagine this person or pet. And picture them doing something that makes them laugh, that makes them smile. Whatever the first image that you see, something they do that brings them joy, just freeze frame that. And just really breathe into it. Notice it. Notice if seeing them smile, even in your mind, did it bring a small smile to your own face? And now, with your eyes still closed if you're comfortable, still picturing them in your mind, I'm going to invite you to say a few words to them. So you're going to repeat after me. You can say it out loud if you want, or just quietly in your head, in your inner voice. May you be healthy. May you be strong. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with joy. So one more time. May you be healthy. May you be strong. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with joy. Just want to picture them, how you think they'd react if you said these words to them directly. They might give you a funny look, that's okay. And just hold this image and try to see if you can feel it in your heart, you can feel it in your face, a smile, if you feel that love of connection, happiness between you two. If not, that's okay. If this feels weird, that's okay. Just breathe in, breathe out. You're going to listen for the sound of the bell. Sorry. So breathe in, breathe out. You can open your eyes when you no longer hear the sound. Okay, so that was today. There will be journal questions underneath here as well that you can work on for yourself, and I encourage you to practice this. Maybe every day, just take a moment. It doesn't have to be as formal as this. Take a moment, picture someone that you love, picture them happy, and see if you start to notice, if you're aware of any changes in yourself or those around you. So for that, I wish you well, I love you all, and I will see you again next week.